What is up, guys? It is your boy Fuel Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here with our pseudo makeup week 4 matchup that is against Zippy and his his Golden Kent State Flash Cannons, which is because he was quarantined with the whole flu situation and stuff like that, so he couldn't really be his matchup. This was actually his last week to get matches made up, and he luckily got the chance to battle me. In hindsight, I would have maybe would have had liked that for win, but again, I don't feel good when I take a forfeit win. But we're here facing Zippy. You guys can't hit the like button down below if you're not already. Subscribe to join the Full Striker crew today because you be thrilling with the king of the frill, or king of the crew. I'm gonna just say I'm not gonna apologize for my mess up. I'm feeling a little sick right now. My head's kind of throbbing a little bit. Maybe I just need some sleep and stuff like that. I'll be better. But as you can see, he did not bring the Skarmory. And he did not bring the Ash Greninja. He did not bring the Infernape. The three main things I had prepped for. He did bring Torn, which was something I could have expected him to bring. The Rotom, which I really, per se, didn't see coming, to be honest. And the Piloswine, which, again, I maybe saw coming if he was threatened by certain things on my team. But I'm going to tell you right now, and this doesn't spoil it, unless you think it does. This was one hell of a game with Zippy. And however this match ends, this was just one hell of a game. And I just really love this game. It was... Because I'm going to spoil something right now. There were like one main moment on Zippy's end, or a few moments on his Zippy's end, that he literally was pausing for a time. And then there's going to be one move that you see that where we both took roughly about 30 minutes to decide a move. I won't say when, but that's where that is. So let's just go ahead and get into the battle here for you guys. I know I'm just going to play music off, but I'm going to lead off with my Copper Raja here. I decided to go for my G-Max right off the bat, which I think was maybe a misplay. I go for my Max Flare. We're just going to skip these couple of turns because that's all it does. I go ahead and get my Steel Spikes up, or Steel Stealth Rocks, whichever one this are. I don't really pay attention. I go into my Azelf here, which I really wish I had led off with Azelf instead. Because I go for this. I go for Free Nasty Plot here. So I had a lot of plays, and this is the play right here. I could have set up another Nasty Plot and basically went to town as a team. But I didn't. I think 2 was a smart play right there. In comes this thing. I'm going to 2-shot that thing. In comes the bird. I can live any one hit from him. I'm just going for the Psychic again. And we pick up another kill. So Azelf putting in the finest of work. So right here, I had a lot of plays to make here. I could predict him wanting to potentially U-turn kill me. I could potentially wanting for the knockoff kill me. I go into my Rabombi here, and I'm really kicking myself because, first off, if anyone doesn't know, I have Rabombi now because I actually did a trade with Zach, coach of the Chicago Bearticks, my good brother, my Iowa brother. We made a trade. He traded me Lightbird plus Avalugg because of point restriction. He traded me Lightbird. No, he traded me Rabombi, and I guess he must have accidentally traded me Lightbird due to a glitch. But he traded me Rabombi, and in turn I would give him both Avalugg and or Beetle because of point totals. If you're gonna trade a mon, it has to be equal point or have 2 mons that equal the point in order to make sense. So I did that, and I make a really big misplay here because I also took off a Quiver Dance. I was originally Quiver Dance, U-turn, 2 attacks, Psychic and Moonblast, and I'm really kicking myself right now because you're gonna see right here. He goes for that. I go for my Sticky Webs here, and then I go for my Moonblast here. I first off should have calced if he was that, but if I had Quiver Dance twice there, I kind of just win the game. And right here, I make another massive misplay here. I Dragon Dance. And she's going to Toxic me here. And roughly, he actually gets 2-shotted right here as I go for the 3rd Dragon Dance here. Then I make another massive misplay and Dragon Dance again. When I should have just gone for the Crunch. Because Crunch into Sand Damage could have had a chance to kill. Right here, I'm going to go for the Crunch. Reveals the Rock Element, which he is. And I make a massive misplay here. This is one of the 2 things that I'm going to say right now really crippled me in the matchup going forward. For one, I set up too much with my Tyranitar. I should have kept my hit +3. I could have probably gone for 1 Crunch. Or what I could have done is I went to +2, went for the Crunch, and then know that I can probably kill in the following turn with sand and stuff like that as I'm toxic, or take a big chunk out of something that wants to switch in on me, and then either see if he goes back into the Elemental or not. But another massive misplayer here is I sacked off my sand user, so now Dragovich Sand Rush is now not going to work. So I go this year, I have to lock into Outrage. Outrage actually was better because actually apparently from the calcs, max defensive album actually wasn't two-shotted. I go in here, he was really max defensive right here, and he gives me Vile Plume. So Vish picked up at least 1 kill. And right here, Vish needed to come clutch, but he was max HP turn. He goes U-turn here. I had to hit right here really costed me. Not getting that outrage damage really sucked. Because here's the thing. If I had outrage, he would have probably been down to like 30-something%. I then have to risk confusion again and lock into outrage. He then either has to give me Alamolo or this thing. Then he goes Garchomp, takes me out. And the thing is, it sucks because then I could have won this game with that. But there was also that. But then that's just chance. Right here, I really, really wish I was sub or something like that. But I go for the Brave Bird, and how many can say that a Surfetch took down a Tornadus? In hindsight, I really wish I went for the Close Combat. Close Combat would have been really good. I would have loved to hit Leaf Blade, but Leaf Blade actually, I think, either needed a max roll or was just outside of the roll to kill a max HP Torn. So I had to go for the Brave Bird, which cost me some HP. He goes into the Garchomp here. Garchomp is going to pick up a kill with that Dragon Claw. I'm going to go into Elevate right here. And I miss a Power Web. Does that Power Web ended up costing me the game? Not really. But I go into Dracovish here, which in hindsight I should have waited to. Because then I'm going to go for this. He's going to go for the Toxic. I really wish I could Facade. But I go Outrage. I take myself up. We do pick up a massive crit. And right here, guys, this was the play. Because there is a chance I could have learned Dazzling Gleam on my Azelf, but as you guys will see in the team builder, I did not go for that route because I was worried about Skarmory. And in hindsight, I probably should have had something for this Garchomp, since I had a T-Tar with Fire Punch that beat it, I had a Dragovich that could beat it with Vicious Ren, I had a Surfetch that could check it after it got behind a sub and set up, because chances are he may or may not have Brave Bird on that set. I could have brought my Fire type to this matchup, which could have actually really went in on his team now. Because they took off Talonflame for Tinkerbell, which now in hindsight is kicking me in the butt. Because now it kind of cost me the game. But right here was where we've spent literally about 30 minutes deciding. I really hope this is still recording. I really hope, unless it's picking my voice now. If it's picking my voice now, then you're going to have to just deal with what I said. And you'll just have to watch for the battle, and then you'll get my process. But this literally was taking us 30 minutes. I had literally only 2 plays to make. He had 2 plays to make. The first play I make is I just click Psychic, pick up the kill, but he went for the Wish. And he could potentially want to be thinking about having to save Differential in case when there's a head-to-head and Differential will have to cover the matter. Totally respectable. But then I had a play where he could go straight into Garchomp. Garchomp wins the game. And I would have to go for a Psychic, get a just Death Drop, and then have to get a crit Psychic to kill. But I could go for the nasty plot right here as he switches out, and then basically go down to a roll on Psychic critting. He ends up making the switch. I go for the nasty plot, and I was locked in on nasty plot, like not really at the last second, but for like a solid few minutes. Because in the end, I think he had won this game with Aloe. Because again, I have to land 2 Power Whips pretty much versus it, and I'm pretty sure it's faster as I saw from it. I would have to land 2 Power Whips on him in order to kill him and go from there. But as you can see, we go for the Psychic. We don't get the crit, and we are going to lose the game. If I was Shuka Berry, dude, we would have maybe had the chance. Crit didn't matter. But, man, this was a great game. GG's to Zibby. I'll see you guys later in the next video. Until next time, guys, I'm Phil Shucker. Nice to touch you. I'll see you guys later. Peace.